Rudy, what memories do you have from your experience with this bowl?
Man, I have a lot of memories from this game. I think for me, I think I played in four bowl games. I think 3 as a starter. I think, and this was probably my best game, best experience. Obviously, it was a great game. 45-35 or 45-40 was the final score. That team had a lot of great players. Guys like Ray Rice was on the team and some other guys. They had some really good players. So big win for us. I think I went for almost 500 yards and 4 touchdowns, etc. So it was a fun game. I think the other thing I remember was it's a home game for us. Basically, playing in a baseball stadium was a unique atmosphere. It wasn't like there was 100,000 people there, but the way the stadium was set up, it felt like it was very full. It was a great experience. Plus, we had a lot of the announcers that Brett Musburger and Jack Arute, et cetera, that for me, like I watched growing up, so it was fun to have those guys announce the game.
And to have the bowl back here where you've played so many games, what do you think that atmosphere is going to be like?
Yeah, I think it depends on the team, right? All these teams travel differently. I would imagine that a lot of the teams in the Midwest or really anywhere are going to want to get out here during this time of the year, during the time of the year the game is, right? The weather's nice, it's beautiful, it's a great place to come, a lot to do, a lot of restaurants, golf, a lot of things to do. So I think it's great for the city. I think it's great for Tempe. Obviously going to bring a lot of business here, which is an important thing. And then I think it's great exposure for ASU. Obviously having a bowl game here in their stadium. I think we have the best, grass field in the country in my viewpoint. And it'll be good for that.
What have you thought about Kenny Dillingham and the current state of ASU football?
I'm not going to lie, and I've told this to Kenny. I actually was not a huge fan of them hiring Kenny at first, and I'll be the first. Not because I didn't think he was a good coach. I just didn't think he was ready, right, for this, and I was wrong. And I've told Kenny this a million times. I think he's done an unbelievable job. I think he's been great for the university. I think he's done a great job in recruiting. I think he's done a great job building a coaching staff. I think he's done a great job building the culture. And having somebody who went to school here, his wife went to school here, his whole family is embedded really in the city and the university, I think it matters. And in my viewpoint, he's exceeded every expectation. I think he's done a great job, and I just hope that we can find a way to keep him here as long as possible.
What are the attributes that you see in him that you think have enabled this?
Well, I think there's a lot of things. I think communication is one of the important things. One of the things that me and Kenny actually spent a lot of time talking about over in Arcadia Tavern before he was even the head coach here was just talking about being a teacher. All of these coaches, they initially became a coach because they wanted to be a teacher. And I think a lot of times these guys get these jobs, these big money jobs, a lot of pressure on them. They forget that teaching was at the core. Communication, building relationships with young players was at the core of what they were trying to do. And I think Kenny's done a really good job of keeping that at the forefront of what he's doing. And I think one of the places you see that is in the NIL culture today, the transfer portal culture today. Kenny doesn't want to lose guys. Kenny wants guys to stay here, but at the same time, I think he's done a really good job of letting players and families know, like, hey, I just want what's best for you. And if that means leaving and me supporting you, then, I'll do that. And I think that when players and families see that, I think it makes them, trust Kenny and the coaching staff and want to come here.
To piggyback on thought too, when he talked about obviously getting activated, but asked him earlier today about the athletic department. All the athletes are just going across sports and just the electricity that a lot of the programs have caused on campus. How big was he in that? And you as a former player, how much do you like to see these athletes involved going out to other sports and supporting other athletes?
Yeah, we've been talking about it for years, meaning ASU is a sleeping giant, right? And no one's really ever been able to figure it out. And I think Kenny's done a great job of that. Ultimately, I think all that stuff is going to start with winning games. You can activate the Valley, you can raise money, you can have all these cool little words, but at the end of the day, you have to win games. And Kenny's been able to do that. I think Cam Scadaboo and his whole persona and the way that he handled himself, I think was something that Kenny was really great for Kenny as well, because my son's only 6. He talks about Cam Scadaboo every day as his favorite player. I think that's important, though, when you're talking about families and ticket sales and support. And so, yeah, I think Kenny's been unbelievable. I think Graham has done an amazing job. The softball team, I think, made a deeper run than people expected. Baseball's doing what they're doing. Women's basketball obviously got off to a great start with Molly. The swim team, I think, has done, some things. And so I think they've done a great job, everybody, Graham. But I also think that's one of the really good positive things about having people that care about the university and people who this place means a lot to.